Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Stylosa. My name is Kirioth and I have not been playing Elite Dangerous. And you know what, I only today actually realised why that is. Now Elite Dangerous completely faded out of my mind. I played it for like a month solid with Sty. We had a good time, it was really enjoyable, it's a good game. But for some reason it just disappeared, it instantly dropped off for me. I played it solidly like every single day and then just before Christmas I turned it off. And I have not turned it on again. I haven't even updated it, I haven't even touched it, I haven't even thought about it. And in fact it wasn't until I saw a post about the 1.1 update that I suddenly thought, oh shit yeah, Elite Dangerous exists. I'd completely forgotten about that. Now this is a game that I played like for maybe 4 to 5 hours a day for a good couple of weeks. You know, leading up to a month. It trailed off a little bit towards the end, but it was getting up towards Christmas and you know, there's all that horrible shopping and stuff to be done. But for the game to just completely disappear out of my head is a bit weird, and I couldn't really work out why, because on the face of it, Elite Dangerous is everything that I want from my space sim. So if you know anything about me, you'll know that I used to play Freelancer. I played Freelancer a lot. I bloody loved Freelancer. It was fantastic. I played it for years, literally years, far longer than is reasonable, frankly. I always played on the same server, and I always played multiplayer. And on the face of it, Elite Dangerous was absolutely what I was looking for. It was like a Freelancer 2, effectively. Admittedly, you know, story mode was not quite as well scripted, and there you've got to hunt it out and find the history behind the galaxy and so on and so forth. But you had the trading, you had the exploration, it had the combat. It even had, you know, the social stuff, allegedly, except not really. And on the face of it, it was like, oh my god, you're never going to see me again. I've got to play this game. Especially since actually I was late to the Elite Dangerous party. I will admit that now. I was very taken with Star Citizen, and I wasn't that taken with Elite Dangerous, largely because I didn't think their Kickstarter was that good. I thought they didn't do a brilliant job on it. I mean, obviously they got the money they needed, so it can't have been that bad, but it didn't grab me personally. It felt like they were saying, we once made these games, look what we used to make. Isn't it brilliant that we made these things? Also, we might make a new one if you give us some money. You know, it didn't push the new so much as remind everyone of the old. That's what I felt when I read their Kickstarter. Now, having played the game, I was obviously, you know, I'd made an error of judgment there, because actually, it looks fantastic, it sounds fantastic, it plays really well, it's really nice and smooth, and all in all, Elite Dangerous should have been the thing that grabbed me and essentially just took me away. For you to never see me again. Except it lacked something that made me completely forget it existed in the first place. And for a game that on paper is the perfect game for me, that's a bit strange. And it wasn't until today that I actually realised why that was. And it pretty much boils down to the fact that when I played Freelancer, I played with other people all the time. I never played Freelancer alone. If I logged onto the server, there would always be someone there for me to play the game with. And although me and Sty tried to play Elite Dangerous together, it was a lot harder than it really needs to be. And it was hard enough that actually it stopped being fun attempting to play with someone else, and was more fun to just play alone. Except playing alone is never as much fun, especially in a game like that, such a big, massive, open game, an open world, an open universe, where you can do what you like, where you can, you know, do crazy missions and that's why it dropped off. That's the only reason it dropped off. Yes, it's a little bit content light still. It could do with, well, frankly, more stuff in it. But for me, the fact that I couldn't just, like, add Stylosa to a list, put him in a group, invite him to a squadron, and then he'd be there on the radar, on the side of the screen, with me at all times. You know, even if we went to different places, I could know where he is, what we were doing. The fact that that wasn't there, it killed it. It literally killed it for me, which is a real shame. But it's also, I think, completely understandable. Because, for me, Elite Dangerous was supposed to be like the second Freelancer. And it was supposed to be everything that Freelancer was, but new. You know, new and modern, and it was all of those things, except for the thing that kept me playing. Except for the thing that made me come back for more every time. It's not just the game that's important, it's the social aspect as well. I don't want to be flying around solo 100% of the time. I don't want to have to say to someone, okay, we'll both fly to this station. When you go to that station, there's an extraction point, a resource point over there, and it's this many, kilometers, whatever, away. If you go to that one, I'll go to that one as well. Let me know when you leave, and then when we both arrive, we should see each other. I don't want to do that, right? I don't care if people are sitting there going, oh, well, it wouldn't be that easy to, fly together in space anyway. I don't care about that. What I care about is being able to share the experience of the game. What I care about is being able to do missions together, to explore together. Hell, to do things like trading together. You could be in a really risky area of space. One person trading, the other one running interference, trying to protect. Being able to go in as 2 people, as 3 people, as 4 people, as a squadron, and being able to take on overwhelming odds and work together. That's what I want out of Elite Dangerous. And it's just not there. It wasn't there when I played it. It was just completely lacking. It was like, here's this amazing open world, here's all this amazing stuff you can do, but you've got to do it alone. I don't want to do it alone. Do you know what? The social aspect is what keeps me invested in games like that. It's what keeps me playing them. It's what keeps me going. And it's what makes the experience so much fun. You get to share this stuff with someone else. You get to do crazy things with your friends. Except the craziest thing that you could ever do with your friends in Elite Dangerous was being able to meet up in the first place. That was like the most mental thing we were able to do. Yeah, there's a video on the channel where we did manage to meet up, and we went on a little adventure and found a massive ship. I believe that was in the beta before it was released. But do you know what? That took a hell of a long time. The actual video, the bits that you see, are not like the hour or 2 that we took to meet up. You saw the bits where we finally got together. You didn't see just the sheer amount of time, the sheer effort that went into just meeting up in the first place. And I don't need that out of Elite Dangerous. What I need is the ability to just go in, get a group of friends, and go off and have an adventure. That's what you want to do. That's what you want. That's what the game's for. It's for going off and exploring and having an adventure and getting into firefights. And at the moment, I just can't do that. And it's killed my enthusiasm for the game. Stone dead. It's just gone. It's like, it's not so much even the lack of content, although that is a problem. I mean, there are people on our forum who have outright said, well, I've done everything I can in Elite Dangerous now. I've done everything I want to do. There's literally no more that I want to do in the game. Where to now? And they're moving on to, funnily enough, EVE Online, because Elite Dangerous has, given them what they wanted, but now they want more, and there is no more. Elite Dangerous doesn't have the more they're after, so they're switching games completely. At this point, to get me back into Elite Dangerous, I don't think I need more content as such. I just need the ability to access the existing content with more than just myself. I want the ability to play with friends. I want to be able to just have an adventure. And at the moment, I can't do that. And I think that's pretty much what's done it. That's why Elite Dangerous completely slipped out of my sight. The knowledge of it just fell out of my head. It was like, well, you can't do what you want, so why even try? Until they fix it, until they introduce the Wingman update, until they make it easier, better for multiple people to get together, I don't know if I'm going to go back. Because even though I've been reminded of it, that drive to play the game is still lacking. And I think it will be lacking until that's addressed, which is a shame. And I mean that, it really is a shame, because it's a really enjoyable game. But my enjoyment hinges on being able to enjoy it with other people. And right now, I can't do that. What do you think, guys? Are you still playing Elite Dangerous? Are you finding the lack of being able to meet up with people a problem? Are you just powering through it? Do you prefer playing alone? I'll be interested to hear what you think. And if you leave your comments below, we always read them. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. Toodaloo!